In this content feed, we are going to be talking about what is on every e-commerce person's mind at the moment, Black Friday, and specifically about retention. You see, a lot of brands during Black Friday, they get very caught up on driving new customers, driving loads and loads of new customers, offering steep discounts that basically devalues their brand. And not only that, does not drive the right kind of customers. Often these customers also come at a high cost. Ad costs tend to go up during this period. The profit margin is lower because of the discounts, and it's not sustainable. And given that every brand at the moment, it feels like is focusing on profitable growth, I think we should be doing something different. Because not only are you getting bad quality customers, but you're also leaving your existing customers feeling neglected. They'll either try to work around the discount to get it themselves, or they'll feel like you're just focused on new customers rather than rewarding them for their loyalty. So let's do it differently. Let's focus this Black Friday on existing customers and rewarding them for their loyalty. The result will be way better retention and also more profitable growth. I'm going to give you 4 examples of how to do this, and we'll walk through them one by one so that you can think about doing this for your own brand. This is not a copy and paste all 4 strategies kind of video. No, take the one that works best for you or use it to inspire new ideas. I'm just really trying to get you to think out of the box. And I scoured over like 20, 30 articles in preparing this video for you to see what were other people advising. And these were the things that I wasn't finding. These were the things that I was like, I wish these articles were going into this much depth. So I hope that helps you and that you've got some actionable ideas for your brand by the end of it. The first is subscribers. Now this only applies to subscriber brands, but if you don't have subscribers, think of this as your high value customers. So they have high spend, they're coming back regularly, and they're very loyal to the brand, and they've been back recently. Your VIP customers. And when you have a subscription option, those are your VIP customers. They are committing to getting your brand, whatever frequency, and being loyal to your brand. So you don't want to mess with their subscription because they've got that ongoing, but you want to make them feel valued for it. So you could potentially give them upsells discounts to other products. And I've got an example here of Skio, a popular subscription platform for Shopify, of how they allow you to offer discounted upsells. So you can play around with that. You can also give them a discount if they increase the number of products. What's great about this is it's probably going to be more sustainable if you have a product that can be bought in higher amounts, that you ship that together. For you, the profit is better. For the customer, they get a better price. And for the environment, the impact is also less. Or you just give them a reward. Why not surprise them? Say, hey, with your next order, you're going to get a little gift. Then they're less likely to churn and try to buy your cheap alternative offer that's better than what they were getting. And just really try to treat them as good as possible. Give them specific discounts just for them and make them feel special. Thank them for being a customer. Tell them you're focusing on them. So that's one option. I say it's one idea, but actually, as you can see, there's loads of different things you can do with those subscribers. I'm doing something for one brand this Black Friday where every single week we're going to have a special different surprise for our subscribers as a thank you for being subscribers. So all of November. Because let's be honest, everyone says it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, but most brands are doing it all November. And some brands are even being really cheeky and doing Black Friday in July. It's become too big a thing. I'm not a huge fan, as you can tell, but I also don't think you can really ignore it. So why not approach it in a better way then? The second is giving them credit for their next order. This is great if you have a brand that tends to see a dip in December. December is really a mixed month in e-commerce. We'll see some brands skyrocket because they're a typical gifting brand. People are buying it for gifts. December is their best month. Think of like a jewelry brand or, maybe like a nice condiments brand that works for this brand that do truffle oils. December was great. November was also great for them, but that's not the case for all brands. Like health brands can struggle sometimes in December. So this can be a great move that you give your customers who order during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, if your product allows this frequency, a discount if they order in December. Alternatively, if they aren't going to be buying that frequent, you can save for the next 3 months. And that really also boosts their retention to get them back. I'm more a fan of like a cash discount kind of cashback idea without actually doing the cashback. But you can also do that, and there are tools for that. This is an interesting example where this brand that offers this feature basically looked at like, okay, we've got 100% of people redeeming their costs. No, that's not the reality. Actually, only 30% probably would redeem it back in cash if you get that option. 20% might use it for a gift card, and 50% never redeem. And that 50%, yes, they didn't end up ordering, but the actual costs to you of that cashback are a lot lower than straight out discounts. And again, it's driving people back and is extremely beneficial. And you can also combine this, so you say, hey, we're doing this only for this period, but you have to sign up to our email list if you do want to do it for new customers as well. Or you say, this is for our customers only your customers are getting this special cashback. Here's like a specific code or way to get it. The third one is email and SMS specific offers. This one's maybe a bit more obvious, but I just want to really double down on the fact that email gets underappreciated. We spend so much time on ads, and I still feel like email could get more time relatively, because really diving in and doing those personalized offers, breaking it down into segments, spending time in analytics to understand, well, if they bought this, what would they benefit from? Or if this is their job to be done, what products make the most next sense, rather than just doing some blanket discount for all your customers, shows that you are really paying attention to them and shows that you're thinking about what's right for them. And that really personalized approach, when they're getting so many emails in their inbox, even just like a plain founder email that's saying this and saying like, hey, we really wanted to get back to our customers. We've had a really good look at what would be beneficial to you because it seems like you're focused on this and this could be beneficial. That's really unique. You also want to keep things surprising rather than just doing one thing for all your customers and hoping it works. Mix things up, have them limited time. Like, okay, for 24 hours, this is the option. That allows you to also send more frequent emails than you normally would, because you can really up that frequency during Black Friday. And again, most brands don't do that enough. They might send a bit more, but they don't push it in the way that you can. And I'm not saying you have to send them like 10 a day, but you can definitely do like, hey, every day we have a new offer. And then halfway through the day and say like, it was only for the first X amount of customers, let's say 500 customers. There's only 100 left, be quick. And then the resend for the non-opens with a different subject line. No brainer, very low effort. Again, not enough brands do that standardly. The final one, we're going to go back to subscriptions, because I do believe if you are offering subscriptions, you do want to focus on subscriber customers because they are the highest value ones. They are the ones that are more likely to have a higher lifetime value. And if you are seeing your ad costs go up, and it really depends, like generally the cost per clicks tend to be going up and the cost per impressions, but sometimes the conversion rate that increases during Black Friday can combat that. Like I said, it depends. But if you are seeing those costs go up, then you want to be driving either a higher AFE or a higher lifetime value to make it worthwhile. So you can do specific offers for your subscription so that if you do want to focus on those new customers, you can drive retention, but you can also push this to your existing customers to get them onto subscription and be like, hey, you've ordered a few times. Why not consider subscription right now? We have a special just for now offer. You have a great excuse, like it's just for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, for you to try out subscription. But please don't just do, again, huge discount. Don't fall into that kind of trap, because what I tend to see is like when a brand offers, 50% off for selling the first subscription, it tends to get customers that churn by like month 2 or 3 because they were doing it for the discount. And you've also discounted your product in their eyes. So they feel like they're overpaying. What can you do instead? A welcome gift. That's always a really nice one. And you can also get your merchandise and build in the habit of using your products into the house if you can. And another option is an extra X% off over the first 3 orders, for example, the first 4 orders, because that really makes sure that they're quality customers. Or you say, if you order now, you're going to get a really special gift with order 2 or order 3, because then if it's just a person doing it for the extra, they're not going to do it because they're not willing to wait to order 2 or 3. I have a few final bonus tips. The first is please prioritize sustainability. I feel like this is our responsibility of all brands, and this is one of the reasons I work only with wellness or eco-friendly brands, because I want to make sure they're doing good for the people or the planet. And I just feel like we really need to prioritize it, because we don't want to just create mass consumerism and waste in this time period. There's a great example at Birdsong. They did Transparent Friday instead of Black Friday, where they used it to talk all about like the costs of fashion and fair wages and what they were doing about that. And I think that's really strong on a brand building side. Maybe they don't see the same exact peak that other brands do in that period, but I think longer term, the long tail of it will be a lot stronger. And probably because they didn't have to then discount as sharply or weren't even discounting in the way that other brands were, it was probably more profitable. We also see more and more brands focusing on what's called Green Friday and trying to do green initiatives with it, whether that's giving back to the environment or just not participating in Black Friday in a deep discount because they don't want to just focus on consumerism or focusing on signs that are high quality customers. I get it. It's really challenging to skip completely. I said that early on too. It is hard to do, but I do believe it's every brand's responsibility to give back and prioritize that sustainability. So that's why that focusing on the existing customers is great. And also just doing things like giving back over it, whether it's percentage back. I don't think that gives a boost in sales. That's not what I've seen. I've done multiple charity kind of initiatives during Black Friday and there's been little boosts, but not like crazy. But that's not what it's about. And that's not a reason you should do it. And just avoiding those kind of mass discounts. The second tip is please keep it simple. Having gone through way too many Black Fridays with way too complex schemes and overthinking things, what I always do is I try to simplify it. I was planning it also the other day for a brand and I was just like, okay, we've now got way too many different options and offers and it's just going to get confusing because there's a chance that one customer could see 2 or 3 of these. Let's simplify it down and try to bring it all into one clear offer for what a customer will see. I'm not saying you've only got one offer overall, but that towards the customer, it's not complicated. It's not like I have to do lots of maths, so I have to work out which one I want, or there's like 5 different layers. And also for your own team, this is not the time to try fancy new tech. This is not time to take those risks. Make it easy because the more complex things are, the more chance that there's issues, and that could negatively impact your performance. The key takeaway I want you to take away from today is that there are so many ways to focus on retention over just purely acquisition and new customers. So do that and you'll make Black Friday, Cyber Monday way more profitable and impactful for your brand than just blanket discounts for new customers.